After 60, your heart does not need a perfect diet to stay strong. It needs the right foods, repeated often enough, in a simple daily routine. Because many older adults are already trying hard to protect their heart every day. They avoid fried food, cut back on salt, and try to skip dessert. They buy foods labeled heart healthy, hoping those choices will protect their future. But their blood pressure may still creep up, and cholesterol may stay high. Their energy may feel lower, and their body may feel less steady. And that can feel confusing, frustrating, and even a little discouraging. But here is what most people are never clearly told about aging. After 60, your body does not handle food the same way anymore. Your blood vessels may become less flexible and your digestion may slow down. Your kidneys may not handle extra sodium as easily as they once did. Your insulin sensitivity can change, so blood sugar swings may affect your heart more. And if you take medication for blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, or kidney disease, or if you take blood thinners, your food choices can matter even more. This is not your fault. You have been given too much confusing advice for far too many years. Low fat one year, low carb the next, then sugar-free and heart-healthy labels. Supplements, diet trends, and grocery store promises can make everything feel overwhelming. So today, we are going to keep this simple and useful. I'll show you 7 everyday foods that may support your heart after 60. These foods may help with cholesterol, blood pressure, blood sugar stability, inflammation, and circulation. They are not expensive foods, extreme foods, or foods that require perfection. They are simple choices you can add to meals you already understand. And as always, if you have heart disease, kidney disease, diabetes, or high blood pressure, or if you take blood thinners or prescription medication, talk with your doctor first. Because the goal is not fear, and it is not strict dieting. The goal is steadier health, better choices, and a heart that gets support. The first food is plain oatmeal, especially old-fashioned oats or steel-cut oats. Oats are one of the simplest heart-supporting breakfasts for people over 60. They contain a special soluble fiber called beta-glucan, which may help lower LDL cholesterol. LDL is a type of cholesterol that can build up inside your arteries. And after 60, your arteries may already be less flexible than before. That means your heart has to work harder to push blood through them. A breakfast that supports cholesterol balance can make a real difference over time. This is why oatmeal can be much better than sugary cereal or white toast. Sugary cereal may taste light, but it can spike blood sugar very quickly. White toast may feel harmless, but it often digests like sugar in the body. After that spike, many seniors feel tired, hungry, shaky, or foggy by mid-morning. Oatmeal works differently when you choose the plain kind without added sugar. It digests more slowly, helps you feel full longer, and supports steadier energy. That steady feeling matters because your heart does not like constant ups and downs. But be careful because not every oatmeal is good for your heart. Flavored instant oatmeal can contain added sugar, syrups, and sweet flavor packets. That can turn a heart-friendly breakfast into another blood sugar problem. The safer choice is plain oats with simple toppings you can control. Add blueberries, strawberries, cinnamon, Greek yogurt, walnuts, or a small spoon of nut butter. Those toppings give flavor without turning breakfast into a dessert. If you want sweetness, use fruit first instead of brown sugar or syrup. Keep it simple, warm, and steady because your heart responds to daily patterns. And the next food may be even more powerful for your blood vessels. The second food is berries, especially blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, and blackberries. Berries are small, but they can be very helpful after 60. They are naturally sweet, but usually lower in sugar than many tropical fruits. They also come with fiber, which helps slow down how sugar enters your bloodstream. That is important because blood sugar swings can affect your blood vessels. When sugar rises too fast, your vessels can become irritated and less flexible. Over time, those repeated spikes may make circulation harder on the heart. Berries also contain natural plant compounds called polyphenols and antioxidants. These compounds may help support the lining of your blood vessels. And when your blood vessels work better, your heart does not have to struggle as much. This is why berries are a smart swap for desserts, jam, syrup, or juice. Juice removes the fiber and sends sugar into the bloodstream much faster. A bowl of berries gives you sweetness with a gentler effect. You can add them to oatmeal, plain Greek yogurt, or a small cottage cheese bowl. You can also use frozen berries if fresh berries are too expensive. Frozen berries are often picked at peak ripeness and can be very convenient. Just avoid berries packed in syrup or sweetened fruit mixes. A small bowl is enough because more is not always better after 60. Quick check-in if this is helpful, comment 1 so I know you're with me. Now here is where it gets surprising. Because the next food is not low-fat. but it may still be one of the best choices for your heart. The third food is fatty fish, like salmon, sardines, trout, and mackerel. For many years, older adults were told to fear fat in food. But after 60, the goal is not to remove every source of fat. The goal is to choose the right fats that support your heart and blood vessels. Fatty fish contains omega-3 fats, which may support healthy triglyceride levels. Omega-3 fats may also help calm inflammation inside the body. That matters because inflammation can quietly affect your arteries over time. Fatty fish also gives you high-quality protein, which seniors need more than many realize. After 60, losing muscle can make you weaker, less stable, and more tired. Protein helps protect muscle, and muscle helps your body handle blood sugar better. So fatty fish can support both your heart and your strength. The best choices are baked salmon, grilled trout, sardines, or canned salmon. If you use canned fish, check the sodium on the label first. Some canned fish can be very salty, especially if packed with sauces or seasoning. Choose fish packed in water or olive oil when possible. Try to avoid deep-fried fish, heavy breading, or creamy sauces. Those can add refined carbs, bad fats, and too much sodium. 2 servings a week can be a helpful goal for many older adults. But if you take blood thinners or have a medical condition, talk to your doctor, especially before using high-dose omega-3 supplements, because supplements are more concentrated than food. Food first is usually the safer and simpler path for most seniors. And the next food is where many seniors get confused, because it is healthy, but only when used the right way. The fourth food is leafy greens, such as spinach, kale, romaine, and collard greens. Leafy greens can be excellent for heart health after 60 when eaten wisely. They contain potassium, magnesium, fiber, and natural compounds that support blood vessel function. Potassium and magnesium may help support healthier blood pressure balance in some older adults. Fiber also helps meals feel more filling without adding heavy calories. That can help you eat less refined starch and fewer salty processed foods. Leafy greens are also helpful because they make the plate feel larger and fresher. A simple dinner with fish, beans, or eggs becomes better with greens beside it. But here is the important part. Many seniors are never clearly told. Leafy greens are healthy, but consistency matters if you take blood thinners. Spinach, kale, collards, and Swiss chard can be high in vitamin K. Vitamin K helps your blood clot, which is normal and necessary. But if you take warfarin or certain blood thinning medication, sudden changes can matter. The danger is not eating greens, then avoiding them, then suddenly eating too much. That up and down pattern can make medication balance harder for your doctor to manage. So do not panic and do not throw away your vegetables. Just keep your intake steady and talk with your doctor about the right amount. For most people, cooked greens are easier to digest than large raw smoothies. A small serving with lunch or dinner is often better than a giant green drink. Try lightly cooked spinach with eggs, romaine salad with olive oil, or greens in soup. Keep the habit steady, simple, and matched to your medication plan. And the next food is one of the cheapest heart helpers in the grocery store. The fifth food is beans and lentils, including black beans, chickpeas, and navy beans. Beans may not look exciting, but they are powerful food after 60. They bring together 3 things your heart needs: fiber, protein, and steady energy. The fiber in beans may help support healthier cholesterol levels over time. It also slows digestion, which can help reduce sharp blood sugar swings after meals. That matters because blood sugar spikes can put extra stress on blood vessels. Beans also give plant-based protein, which helps make meals more satisfying. When a meal keeps you full longer, you are less likely to snack on chips. You may also eat fewer crackers, pastries, or processed meats between meals. That simple shift can support both blood pressure and cholesterol. Beans are also a smart replacement for bacon, sausage, ham, and deli meats. Those processed meats can be high in sodium and preservatives. Replacing even a few servings each week can be a meaningful heart upgrade. You can add half a cup of beans to soup, salad, rice, or vegetables. Lentils cook quickly and work well in simple soups or warm bowls. If you buy canned beans, choose low sodium or no salt added when possible. Rinse canned beans underwater to remove some extra sodium. Start small if beans make you bloated, because your digestion may need time. A few spoonfuls a day can be easier than a large bowl at once. If you have kidney disease, ask your doctor how beans fit your plan. If you want a simple what to eat instead list for the week, comment 1 right now. Keep it simple, because the next food proves small portions can still matter. The 6th food is nuts, especially walnuts, almonds, pistachios, and pecans. Nuts can be a smart snack for seniors when the portion stays small. They contain healthy fats, fiber, magnesium, and plant compounds that support heart health. Walnuts also contain a plant-based omega-3 fat, which makes them especially useful. Nuts may help you feel full, which can reduce cravings for sugary snacks. That matters because afternoon snacking is where many heart problems quietly begin. A few cookies, salty crackers, or chips can become a daily pattern. Over time, that pattern adds sugar, sodium, and unhealthy fats to your diet. A small handful of nuts can give crunch without the same blood sugar crash. But portion size is everything, because nuts are still calorie dense. You do not need a large bowl, and you do not need to eat them all day. A small handful is enough for most people, about what fits in your palm. Choose unsalted or lightly salted nuts, especially if you watch your blood pressure. Avoid honey roasted, chocolate covered, or heavily seasoned nuts with added sugar. If chewing is hard, try natural nut butter without added sugar. Spread a thin layer on whole grain toast, apple slices, or oatmeal. Small swaps add up when you repeat them day after day. And now let's talk about the easiest swap in your entire kitchen. The seventh food is extra virgin olive oil used in small daily amounts. Olive oil is not magic, but it can be a better fat choice. It contains monounsaturated fats and natural polyphenols that may support blood vessel health. This makes it different from many heavily refined oils and creamy bottled dressings. After 60, the type of fat you use every day matters, because tiny daily choices can shape inflammation, cholesterol patterns, and artery function over time. Olive oil can be useful when it replaces less helpful fats. Use it instead of heavy butter, shortening, creamy sauces, or deep frying oils. Drizzle a small amount over vegetables, beans, fish, or whole grain toast. You can also use it with vinegar and herbs instead of sugary salad dressing. But do not drink olive oil or pour it heavily over every meal. It is still calorie dense, so a little goes a long way. 1 or 2 teaspoons can be enough to improve flavor and satisfaction. The goal is not to add more and more fat to your diet. The goal is to replace lower quality fats with a smarter option. When you use olive oil with vegetables, beans, or fish, meals feel complete. And that makes healthy eating easier to repeat, which is what really matters. Now let's turn these 7 foods into a simple plan you can actually follow. Here is a simple 7-day heart plan you can start using this week. Do not try to change your entire diet in one day. That usually creates stress, confusion, and a feeling that healthy eating is too hard. Instead, choose one small upgrade and repeat it until it feels normal. Your heart responds to patterns, not perfection, and that is good news. The first step is to change one breakfast you eat often. If you usually eat sugary cereal, white toast, pastries, or sweet instant oatmeal, try plain oatmeal with berries, cinnamon, and a small handful of walnuts. That one breakfast gives you fiber, steady energy, and heart-supporting nutrients. If you do not like oatmeal, choose eggs with greens and whole grain toast. The point is not to force one perfect meal on everyone. The point is to stop starting the day with sugar and refined carbs. The second step is to add protein and fiber to lunch or dinner. That could be salmon with greens, lentil soup, beans with vegetables, or Greek yogurt with berries. Protein helps protect muscle after 60, and fiber helps support cholesterol and fullness. Together, they make meals feel steadier and more satisfying. The third step is to remove one hidden source of sugar or salt this week. Do not remove everything at once, because that can feel overwhelming. Just pick one thing that shows up often in your routine. Maybe it is juice, canned soup, deli meat, salty crackers, or sweet dressing. Replace it with one of the foods we talked about today. Use berries instead of dessert, beans instead of processed meat, or olive oil instead of creamy dressing. That is how real change happens after 60. Not through strict dieting, but through simple swaps you can repeat. You do not need a perfect diet to support your heart. You need one better choice, repeated often enough until it becomes your new normal. So let's quickly bring this all together before you go. The 7 foods we talked about today are plain oatmeal, berries, fatty fish, and leafy greens. We also covered beans, nuts, and extra virgin olive oil. None of these foods are miracle cures, and none of them work overnight, but they may support the things your heart depends on every day. Steady your cholesterol, steady your blood pressure, steady your blood sugar, lower inflammation, and better circulation. After 60, that word matters more than almost anything else. Steady. Your body does not need extreme diets, harsh rules, or confusing trends. It needs meals that keep your blood vessels calmer and your energy more even. It needs food that helps you feel nourished, not punished. You can feel steadier without strict dieting. You can start with one breakfast, one snack, or one cooking oil. You can start with one bowl of oatmeal or one handful of berries. You can start by rinsing canned beans or choosing fish twice this week. Small choices may look ordinary, but repeated choices can become powerful. And before making big changes, especially if you have heart disease, kidney disease, or diabetes, or if you take blood pressure medication or blood thinners, please talk with your doctor. Comment one if you want the next video tailored to your goal: blood sugar, blood pressure, or cholesterol. And tell me your age range in the comments. Are you in your 60s, your 70s, or your 80s? I want to know who I'm speaking to so I can make this channel more helpful. And before you leave, choose just one food from this video. One food you can add this week without making your life harder. Because your heart has carried you through many years, many worries, and many changes. Now it deserves steady support from simple foods you can trust. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.